When your onboarding is bad, clients don't ghost you, they escape. We work so hard to win a client. We run the ads, we write the content, we take the calls. Finally, they say yes, and then we wing the onboarding. I've seen this happen so many times. And I get it, you're busy, you're dealing with delivery, your team, sales, marketing, posting on social media, recording YouTube videos, all of that kind of stuff. But poor onboarding, that's the fastest way to lose a good client. Because onboarding isn't just admin. It's not just send an invoice and wait. It's not about receiving your payment, going into the lab, and creating this crazy, amazing thing for your client. It's more than that. It's your first impression. I know you've met them before, but this is your first real impression. A lot of people signed up with you because you spoke a good game during the sales call and you closed them well. But this is when they're like, let's see what they're really about. Because trust me, if they don't like you, they'll ask for a refund. Don't get twisted. And yet, so many of us get this wrong because we assume it doesn't really exist. We think it's unimportant. But bad onboarding is a red flag to a lot of clients. When your onboarding is bad, clients don't ghost you, they escape. Because it's how they trust that you know what you're actually doing. And if we don't get this right, let me tell you straight, you're going to keep losing clients fast. So my name is Shai Babatunde. I'm the founder of Ken Blu, a business growth solutions brand that provides strategy, software, and team support to help passionate service-based business owners and their businesses to grow and to help them to serve their clients better. This is why onboarding is so important to me. It's a vital part of client retention, which is one of the major pillars of our growth blueprint. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Onboarding. I'm going to go through the same process we use at Ken Blu and what we also help our clients to implement. This framework has gotten us great reviews, client retention, and has also 10x retention for some of our clients. So get a pen, paper, grab your phone, grab something to take notes, and let's get stuck in. The way I see it, onboarding has 5 parts. The first is welcome and expectations. Think about it. Your client is stepping into something new. Even if they worked with someone similar before, they haven't worked with you. So this is an opportunity to set the expectations right at the very beginning. Because if I'm honest, people's real issue with businesses is not meeting expectations. People will pay for whatever you offer them. So if you offer them the right thing, set the expectations to deliver the right thing. And before this, you did all the work. Let's be honest, in some cases, you begged for the sale and then you greeted them like a scammer. So what do? We send a welcome pack or a video. Try do a unique video that's really helpful. Something that says, here's what to expect, here's how we work, and here's how to get the most out of us. At Ken Blu, we do a video or we set up an onboarding call with our onboarding team. We have somebody specifically for client success who onboards all our clients and make sure that they're happy as they start with us. People respect structure. If you don't set expectations, they'll create their own. And trust me, it's difficult to meet expectations that you're not even aware of. And this is where the problem starts. Second stage is capture information. Very important that when you begin to work with somebody, you capture as much of the information you're going to need from the very beginning. You've got to collect it before you get deep into delivery. This could be a form, a client portal, whatever. Just make it easy, clear, and avoid having to do back and forth emails. Can you send me your logo? Oh, can you send me some colors? Oh, can you send me this? Oh, I forgot. Can you integrate this with? No, try and get it all out in the beginning as much as possible. Of course, things pop up and you can't always make sure you know everything you need before you start. Some clients have nuanced situations that require extra information, but as much as you can, collect what you can at the beginning. I always say, don't make the client think. You're the guide, so lead. The third thing to look at is the kickoff call. Sometimes you can do all of these things in the kickoff call, but it's important, even if you don't, to make sure you do have a kickoff call. This specifically is focused on medium to high ticket offers and not necessarily every single client you have. Because for some businesses, this isn't practical. But now we've got that out of the way, let's get into it a bit more. So many people skip this step, but honestly, it's gold. It's your opportunity to reset the relationship, human to human. You walk through the process with them, you double check that you're aligned. And most importantly, you give them a chance to ask you questions and show them we've got you. That builds trust. And trust is so important because it minimizes anxiety, which causes so many issues with clients. You need to make sure your clients are calm and not anxious about what you're doing. So be transparent and be there for them. And a kickoff call is a great way to show that. Step 4, the internal handoff. Oh my, this is so important. This one's for you and your team. And I'll be honest, I hold my hands up. We got this wrong for a long time before we fixed it. If you got people working with you or for you, they need to be briefed properly. The worst thing you can do is get into that kickoff call, then disappear into the chaos because your team wasn't ready. Everything should move forward seamlessly. The client shouldn't have to repeat themselves twice. One of the things we do, whoever's in the sales call who helps us close the client, they're usually in the kickoff call to hand over visually to the client so the client can see, here's who you're going to be working with next. In the background, they have meetings within themselves to make sure the information is shared and everybody's clear on what needs to happen so the client doesn't have to repeat themselves. We have certain standard operating procedures in place and client management tools, but you don't have to be that fancy. Just make sure it's clear between everybody in the team what's going on. And finally, very, very important step, the first deliverable checkpoint. A great way to make the client feel more comfortable is making it clear you have a first deliverable checkpoint and adhering to that checkpoint. Don't go silent after the onboarding. Up until that first deliverable, you're technically still onboarding them, because until they're settled and relaxed, they can up and run at any time. And by run, I mean ask for a refund. Even if it's just a small win, give them something. A strategy doc, a timeline, a setup confirmation. Just give them something to make them feel something has happened. And I'd recommend you do it within the first 48 hours. The key is progress. If it feels like things are moving, they relax. If it doesn't feel like they're moving, they start worrying. That early trust, that can turn a short-term client into a long-term one. Now let me just quickly say this. The real issue isn't what you do, it's about building a system that ensures that it happens consistently. Whether you're tired, whether you're on holiday, or you're growing really fast, getting a lot of clients in, your onboarding should always hit the same standard. Templates, checklists, automation, delegation, it should always be the same. That's part of how we help our clients scale without the stress. Because if you want your business to grow, you can't keep onboarding like a freelancer, like you're the only one in the world. You need to onboard like a business. So if your onboarding has been messy, calm down, don't beat yourself up. We've all been there and it's hard to get out sometimes. But in all honesty, it's actually one of the easiest parts of your business to fix. It's hard to get out of, but it's easy to fix. And it has one of the biggest impacts in client retention. Start as you mean to go on. Because when a client is onboarded well, they feel safe, they trust you, and they stay. And that's what this is about. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Comment, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell for more. Let me know if you want me to share a simple checklist we use internally. I'm happy to pass it on.